my friends, it's Kiss Wednesday, and Kris Freouf wanted me to do the first 6 Kiss albums versus the first 6 Van Halen albums. And then he also asked me if I could put at the end of this video Ace Frehley versus Peter Criss solo albums, where I take out the Origins Ace Frehley album and Frehley's Comet. Take those 3 out and go against, and also take out Ace Frehley's solo album from 78. But Peter Criss's solo album from 78 stays. Alright? So there you go. The first Kiss album versus the first Van Halen album, both self-titled. I definitely got to go with Van Halen. I think Van Halen is the greatest debut album in my opinion. I even like it more than the first Sabbath, you name it. Greatest debut album in my world. Alright, Hotter Than Hell versus Van Halen 2. I gotta go with Van Halen again. I love Hotter Than Hell, but Van Halen 2, man? My second favorite Van Halen album. Alright, next. Dress to Kill versus Women and Children First. Women and Children First. I gotta go with that. And I love Dress to Kill. I love it like hell. I love all 3 Kiss albums, but no. Women and Children First definitely takes that. Alright, next. Destroyer versus Fair Warning. Again, Van Halen. I gotta go with Van Halen. And this ain't hurting. I'm telling you this right now. This doesn't hurt. Now the next one. Rock and Roll Over versus Fair Warning. Yeah, this one hurts. It really hurts. No, not Fair Warning. I'm sorry. Versus Diver Down. It hurts because I'm going Rock and Roll Over, man. I love Diver Down so much. I think that album rules, but man, Rock and Roll Over, man. I got to give it to that one. Alright, then we end it with Love Gun versus 1984. Doesn't hurt that much to say, and I love 1984, but I'm going with Love Gun. I think Love Gun is a better album than 84. I know many won't agree with that, but that's the way I feel. And I love Love Gun. I love 1984. I love Diver Down. They both lost. And then I love the first 4 Kiss albums, and they all lost. So, it's one of those things where, But, Van Halen got 4, and Kiss got 2. Right on. All right. Now we're going to do the Ace Frehley versus Peter Criss thing, all right? So he wanted me to take out Frehley's Comet, so it's Second Sighting versus Peter Criss 78. If you would have asked me this like 10 years ago, I would have went with Second Sighting. Because Second Sighting has Insane and Dancing with Danger and Acorn and Spinning. 3 great songs. But I hate the rest of that album. I just think that album's so weak. Peter Criss's solo album's grown on me so much of the years, and I'm giving it to Peter Criss's 78 album. I like it more, man. I think it's a better album. Right on. All right, next. Trouble Walking versus Out of Control. Very simple. Trouble Walking. That was such a return to form, but it was kind of too late. Trouble Walking should have followed Frehley's Comet. An album that strong, but Second Sighting just ruined it. It ruined Ace's momentum. Too bad. But it's way better than Out of Control. Love it. Alright, next. Anomaly versus Let Me Rock You. I'm not the biggest fan of Anomaly. And Let Me Rock You I'm not too big on either. But it does have Tears, which is a great song. Vinnie Vincent wrote, but I'm going to go with Anomaly. Though I'm not the biggest fan of Anomaly. Alright, next. Space Invader versus Cat #1, which is probably the best Peter Criss album, I think. But Space Invader rules. I got to give it to Ace. That rules. Alright, then we end it with Spaceman versus One for All. Come on, I love Spaceman. One for All. Does anybody like that crap? I'm sure somebody will leave a comment saying how you like it because you want to be that guy. But that's cool. Be that guy. Whatever, man. Admit that you like crap. But anyway, Kris, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Hope you enjoyed this on the Kiss Wednesday. And you rock, man. Thank you for all the donations you gave me. And anybody out there want to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. and ring that little notification bell and tell me what you feel about Van Halen versus Kiss and Ace versus Peter. The way I put it down, I'd like to know what you all think. Leave it in the comments below. I sure would appreciate it. And hey, like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.